Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. This week's video of which is better series or whatever. I've done I think two or three of these videos so far. I think it's two of these videos so far. Make sure you go check them out. I think the first one was which is better, the Alien, the Hot Toys Jungle Hunters or Hot Toys Ancient Predators, and the second one I did was which is better, the Ghostbusters Neutrona Wand or the Darth Vader helmet. Now, this is going to be a big one. All these figures here are quarter scales. The Queen is as well. She's just a little small because she makes me crouch down. So which is better? The Hot Toys, okay, they're all neca. Which is better, the Alien Big Chap, Jason, Batman, or the Alien Queen? So before we get into things, I will obviously be putting these little inner jaws pieces in the Queen. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed. I was allowed to do it in the review, but I'm not allowed to do it now for some weird reason. I'm not allowed to take off Jason's mask for some strange reason, but that's his face anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Like I said, I'm different. I take risks. Like for example, when I did the Predator one, I had to try and get Jungle Hunter's mask back on, and that was a pain in the butt. So. I'm more like the other YouTubers where, you know, other people like to fiddle with their figures. They like to do videos like this, and they don't really mind taking risks with the figures because at the end of the day, what fun is just not. Yeah, obviously leave them there, but if you want to do a video like this, what fun is just leaving it? You know, it's could be good. Anyway, so I'm not gonna take his mask off, even though it's probably the easiest mask you would ever to take off. It just comes out of his head. It's probably the easiest mask to come off, but I'm not allowed to take it off for some strange reason. So, just gonna say, don't dislike the video because of that. It's not what I'm choosing. It's just I'm not allowed. Okay, so just gonna say that right there. Anyway, let's just first of all we're gonna look at the Alien Big Chap. Luckily, these two figures are mine, so I'm allowed to touch them. And also, I'm not. Actually, I'm gonna do this one anyway. But here we got the. As I was saying, we got the big chap here. So first of all, his details. So as you can see, I don't know, when I touch him, it feels like more slimy, which is a good like plastic, and his detail is amazing on the big chap, which I thought. But I do have the little version of that. I'm not going to do a comparison video on the little version of the big one, just because I kind of did one at the end of the little big chap's review. I sort of compared them a little bit. So, but I might do a comparison on which is better, the small alien dog or the small big chap. So anyway, let's look at it. So first of all, you got all the detail here. This is a bendy tail, but I'm not going to bend it. I'll show you what it looks like fully bent, just because it's annoying trying to hold this figure and bend it. And another thing is, this figure is extremely heavy, more heavier than normal. Like it feels like as heavy as one of those small weights, the really weak weights, dumbbells. So this will make a better dumbbell than some of those other ones out there, I think. As you can see, yeah, with my particular one, you can't really see the skull inside the head, which is pretty good actually, because in the movie it's more misty. The one on my other figure, what's it called, the ancient one? I mean, not ancient one, the little one. You can't see it at all, really. So yeah, as you can see, I like how you can see in the dome and. Yeah, very detailed. And I'll turn them around. As you can see, God, this is very heavy. You got these spikes, which now, one thing, this will downgrade the figure. These spikes are not actually built on. You have to stick them in, you have to use a hairdryer, and blah, 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 to get them in. And also, this still come out now. I rested this on the floor earlier just to do some other stuff in my collection, then picked them up and brought them down there, and then one of the spikes turned out to fallen off. So these spikes fall out super easy, but not as easy as the Alien Queen, which is good, but... That's one thing going to downgrade it. They should have been built in. As you can see, you've got this wire here, and you've got the hands. And yeah, and obviously you can open the mouth. It opens about there, perfect. Actually, in some other people's reviews, I think with the big chaps, it opens for some reason a bit too far. They got like different version, which is not that good. As you can see some of the built-in detail, but this one, the mouth opens perfectly. As you can see, which is good. And the inner jaw just comes out. You just have to pull it a little bit. It's a little bit difficult sometimes. Gets a little stuck. I'll do that off camera actually. So as you can see, the inner jaw comes out not too far, but far enough, I guess, as well. And you also just can stick it right up there. If I can just get to the stay, as you can see, which looks pretty cool. But I like it more like that. And then you can just close the mouth like that. So that is the big chap. So the big chap, I would say, has like all these quarter scale figures have the most about detail. That's where NECA shine with their detail on the quarter scale figures, I think. So yeah, Big Chap is, I don't know if he's gonna be at number 1. I don't know who's gonna be at number 1. But I know Big Chap's gonna be rated pretty high. So let's move on to the next one. Actually, another thing about the Big Chap actually as well is his jaw doesn't look like very straight, which is I see that with a lot of NECA alien figures, like my alien dog. That's another thing to say. But anyway, now we're gonna be moving on to Jason.
Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees. So first of all, you get some
And he's
accessories with
fluffy
him.
and tall as well.
He is tall. You get some accessories where you get a hand that you can see, which you can change around if you wanted. Obviously, this is not my figure. I would do it if it was my figure, but it's not mine, so I'm not allowed to really touch it very often. Sorry about that, guys. I did it on my Jungle Hunter. But anyway, let's change. So yeah, you got the hand and you got a little axe with it.
I also think, if I remember, he's got another set of hands in the box, but we didn't take them out.
Another set of hands. Okay,
I think
it's good
you
to
can
know.
actually change the other hands around as well.
But as you can see, you've got his like an axe in his hand. You can take that out as well. Now this is his face underneath the mask, so it isn't that bad. I'm not taking off his mask, but I'm gonna grab that actually, just for him extra. That's just a knife in his head. You get two heads. This is just one head where you get like he's got his eye ripped out, and then a little bit where you can stab a knife into him. And it basically looks exactly the same underneath. So it doesn't really matter.
It's the same.
But okay, this is his face sculpt then. So the face sculpt is very, very, very cool. I love the veins on it, and the knife is in there.
Heavy figure.
Yeah, it's a very heavy figure, and this is a good thing. The detail looks very, very good on his face, which I really like. So, yes, I'm gonna big chappy. Keep touching me. And then you got this little knife, as you can see, what it would work in the movie.
I mean, Batman's 20 odd inch. And Jason must be another inch?
Probably. Now, one thing is his clothes aren't cloth, but this is not Hot Toys. This is neca, so that's one thing. Now, his clothes are very detailed. He's got mud on there. Looks like a bit of blood as well. And there is his face, which is very good. Now, this figure, I've in the review, I really, really like this one. It's very good. You can see his two eyes.
Super heavy, this one, though.
It is. Does he have glass? He looks like no, it's not a glass eye.
There is one glass eye on him.
I don't think so. I think it's paint, but it made us think it was a glass eye. So that's actually a good point there.
And this one's quite a rare piece as well. What's that alien doing? You're right close to it.
Yeah, the Queen.
No, you're going to knock it over, but you're very close.
There it is, Jason. So Jason, I really like. Like I said, I showed all the details. The head is really cool, as you can see there, and his clothes are very, very detailed. If I can go over here. So, like I said, his mask is easy to take off, but I'm not allowed to take it off. So.
Final pose.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to take it. Because Jungle Hunter was probably the hardest mask to get on. This is probably the easiest mask out of every mask I've ever dealt with to get off. So, as you can see, little holes there. Yeah, at least this review is not going to be as painful. Video is not going to be painful as that Jungle Hunter. Anyway, okay, so that is Jason, which is a very solid figure. Yeah, I like him. Next, we're going to go on to Batman. So Batman does come with some accessories, but they're just like a grappling hook and not much anyway. So we're going to open his cape up like in a few minutes just to show the rest of the detail. But you got all his rubber detail there. The cape is actually cloth. And
no, it's cloth and leather type fabric.
Leather type fabric. And rubber.
And the rubber mask. It's all rubber.
And as you can see, this figure got me like almost 2,000 views, by the way. So, good thing about this. This is probably... This face sculpt, this figure is probably as good as Hot Toys. Now, this is going to be ranked high. I definitely think this is going to be ranked almost at the top.
Awesome figure.
I don't really know what the ranking is going to be, but you can see how detailed this figure actually is. As you can see, very, very, very amazing.
He's been posed very well. That's what I'm worrying about. I don't want him moving around.
And they have to take risks.
Because of the weight. No, I'm not taking no risk with £200 figures.
I do it. I got my £1,000 Jungle Hunter.
Not with my Batman. He's my Keaton. You're gonna knock your alien over, by the way.
He's fine. Alien Queen's fine. So yeah, the detail is very good on it. And when we block the flush up here to see his face, it looks like he's got like mud on his face and it's like dirty and. Which is good. It looks like him from the movie. I remember him from the movie. I watched the movie at least 3 or 4 years ago. Even longer than that, actually. But I still remember what he looks like in the movie. So, this is pretty much movie accurate, which NECA don't usually get. Sometimes Hot Toys don't even get movie accurate things. But
no, they're not.
NECA actually did a good job.
They're absolutely not. They're close.
This is pretty much movie accurate.
You're paying... You got to remember, Hot Toys, you're paying hundreds of pounds for a figure rather than £100 and something for a neca.
But anyway, we're going to open the cape up and we'll be right back. Okay, Batman's detail, as you can see underneath there, his wrist gauntlets are pretty detailed. I think he's got some leather. Looks like they're not actually leather, but it looks like they're leather hands. So that's the detail underneath Batman, I guess. So let's just one more look at his face sculpt. Now, finally, this is almost impossible for me. I don't have a clue which is coming out at number 1. But finally, we have the Alien Queen from NECA. So we've got some little inner jaw pieces. I'll stick those in her mouth later on. So like the other big chap, we've got a bendable tail with all the blue paint on it. At the top here, we've got her crest, as you can see. And then you've got these spikes, which, by the way, they're awful. They keep falling out like every 5 seconds when I was playing with doing this stuff with this figure. These spikes are super annoying. Some of them look bent as well, because the plastic's super bendable. The plastic was, like, very bendable. And like, the crest is like, I don't know. This is second hand, so as you can see underneath, and she's so front heavy as well, which is quite annoying because I try to put this stand on her neck and like pushed up and it looked awful, so I have to do it like under her belly there.
But you have to remember that a lot of these NECA toys are very heavy.
I know, that's annoying.
They don't look it, but you pick up Jason Voorhees and he's like 3 pounds of plastic.
Now with Alien Queen, the detail is incredible. I love the gold. I don't know, with the Alien Queen, I wanted it so badly when it came out. And not came out, I wanted it so bad, and then when I finally bought it, I knew how, I'm super glad I did, because it's beautiful.
Rare as well.
Yeah, very rare. This might be my number one, I don't know. We'll see. Now with the Queen, you can actually move her crest forward, which I'm going to do in a minute. I'll do now. As you can see, this is what it looks like. It does go even more forward than this, which I'll show you in a minute, but it doesn't look like... I'm not going to make it go any more forward. It goes like even more forward all the way down here. But I think she looks... This is in the movie. She had her crest covered over her. A bit like this, which was laying her eggs. I'll bring it all the way forward. I'll show you what it actually looks like. As you can see, this is what it looks like fully in. And yeah, I'll just move the crest back up. As you can see, the back of her crest is super detailed, as you can see. Very good. Talking about the spikes, which are very... they always fall out so easily as well. Now I'll show you the inside of the mouth. As you can see, the mouth doesn't close fully, and somebody else's it could, but obviously they're all built different, so yeah, mine doesn't fully close, which is not the worst thing in the world, but it's fine. Then you can open it about as far as that, as you can see. And you've got these inner jaw pieces, you've got the long one and the little one. The long one I usually have in her mouth, so I'm actually going to put that in a minute, so it's going to give you a nice look, and it just goes in there, so I'll get the little one in her mouth, and I'll be back. There's the little inner jaw piece. I wish it went like the other. I was trying to get it in the other way round, which would look a lot cooler and sit a lot cooler, but it goes this way round, so it's fine. It looks okay in her mouth. It's more for like when her mouth is closed. It looks better in, like you can see. So if you have her mouth closed, this would look better in there. Now it's time for the one I always have in with her, which is the big inner jaw piece, which is quite easy to get in. Okay, big inner jaw piece. I always have in with her, and she looks amazing. And one of my favorite parts, you can turn her hair, oh god, phone. You can actually turn her actual head, or not like the crown. You can turn it all this round, but you can actually just turn her little head. As you can see, her head is like and turned up a little bit as well. That's a good thing what I added with that, because you can just turn her entire crown, which looks okay. I used to display like that, but you can just turn her little head, which is one of my favourite parts of the figure. You got all these little arms underneath. I think you can make the head look up a little bit as well, like that, but I have it like mostly down like that. She's like looking more down on the pose I have it. So now that's all of the figures. You'll get all of the figures. Now, which one would be my favourite and which is the worst? I don't know. So, and this is my opinion. I really don't know. The thing is, with the alien figures, I like the detail more than any of them because they've got all the rib cages and all that stuff. I don't know which is my favourite.
Okay.
So he's gonna do his order first, then I'll do my order. Which is the best order?
Right. I'm going to go from the first backwards. So yeah. My favourite figure is Michael Keaton.
Okay.
1989 Batman. Why? Because I went to see the film when I was 10 or 11 years old. I loved the Keaton suit. And I'm looking forward to the new film next year with the Flash film. You know that one.
Oh, he's in it.
He's in it. And Keaton's going to be doing some more movies as well as Batman. So I think I'm going to say Batman.
Okay.
I'm then going to go with the Alien next. The
big chap.
I want second for him.
Oh yeah, big one.
Third, I'm going to go Jason Voorhees. just because he's a mega figure. He's huge.
I know.
He's absolutely
he's huge in the movie as well. I've seen kill counts.
He's absolutely Matt. He's what 24th inch tall, but the weight of him and the look and the hockey mask you get two heads, so you get more accessories with that one. Then lastly, I'm going to say the Queen. Why? Because she's quite fragile and
she is.
Bits fall off, and I think you'd have to pose it properly and you need a proper stand. So I'd knock that down. But I will say about Batman, you don't get a stand with Batman.
Yes, you don't.
So that's one of the things I would say if you're going to buy Batman. But if you pose him, as I said on the last video we did with Batman, if you get his feet right, if you don't knock it, he ain't got a cat or something to knock him off, he's fine.
Okay, my order. So, I want to go backwards. So, okay, I was going to say, every figure here, I absolutely love the bits. I love all of the figures here. All of the figures here, I've given good reviews on, and I've really liked enjoying them. But I think at last place out of my order will be Jason, just because he is amazing. You got all the head and that, the very good detail. Okay, and then last place. And then in the next place, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, out of 4, so in 4th place. And now in 3rd place is one of the best figures as well. We got Batman. Is it 3rd place? Yeah. So 3rd place is Batman, just because, and his face is amazing. I kind of wanted to put Jason at 3rd, but then I thought Batman's got the best face sculpt, and he actually looks like him in the movie, like almost identical. In fact, I think it's probably as good as the Hot Toy. It's probably better than Hot Toys. Now, at number 2, I put the Big Chap. And the reason why I do is because I love the alien detail. It's just detail all over. I love like the black and the brown, and it feels like it looks shiny, his ribcage, and I like his dome. I love everything he looks about him. And now, number 1, the reason why I do this is the Queen. The reason why I put the Queen at the front is because I love the Alien Queen in the movie, and she looks. I don't know. The Alien Queen always is one of my favorites because she just looks amazing. Like her face and all her arms, the way she looks, she's just gonna grab you and everything. All her arms, the way I got a pose like this. I just think, in my opinion, it's my favorite. So anyway, comment down below your order. We both have different orders, but yeah. So, which is better? In my opinion, out of all of them, would be the Queen. So,
I will say, can I add to my opinion?
What's your opinion?
I want to add a bonus in.
What's your bonus?
And just show something very special. Who's my number 1? And you haven't added it in.
Oh, what is your number 1?
And I'm just going to show the viewers.
So you show the viewers.
This is my number 1 quarter scale at the moment.
Oh, I didn't put that one in.
And it is Christopher Reeve.
Oh yeah, we didn't put that one in.
The Man of Steel himself, 1979 version, and he's from Sideshow, and he's number 52 out of 500 in the world, and I have him. I've actually got 2 of these, by the way, everybody, and he's a handmade,
it's a beautiful
glass eye, beautiful figure.
It's my trailer for the channel, so make sure you check that out.
And I'm just gonna show another angle here, and there he is, and that is my number 1. But out of the videos that Dion's done today, I will have to say it's Michael Keaton's Batman.
So that's an honourable mention, I think.
Yeah, but this guy here is the Man of Steel, Christopher Reeve. He is the Superman, and there's no disputing that.
Okay. So yeah, that's an honourable mention.
That's a bonus.
So in the first video I did of this, Jungle Hunter Predator 1. In the second, the Neutrona 1, and in the third, which is this one, is the Alien Queen. So like I said in the first video, comment down below any ideas for any more videos. My idea for next week is Mandalorian helmet versus the Iron Gauntlet, which I've had for like almost 4 or 5, more than about at least 5 or 6 years I've had that. But you can comment down below if you've watched my reviews, a lot of them. You can comment down below.
I will say, I tell you, one of the helmets that the Hasbro's done is like red Stormtrooper helmet. I think that's awesome.
Oh yeah, I love that.
You'd want to get one of them because
if we get some more space, we are planning on selling a few
drum kits.
Yeah, a drum kit. So we can get another cabinet. Once that happens, I might buy a few more stuff like that.
What's happening is you tell your viewers that we're running out of space. We've got figures here. We've got
I've run out of
There's
space as
figures
well.
everywhere. Your bedroom's full of toys and
Running out.
collectibles and models.
We need to do something about this. So we're going to try and do something about this in the future before stuff comes out, because obviously when 2023 comes
I've got
out,
stuff on order as well.
yeah, when 2023 comes out, there are some amazing figures, amazing Star Wars figures. We've got a Batman, and we also have the one and only Carnage figure from Let There Be Carnage Venom 2.
I'm ordering a Proton pack tonight, everyone.
And
Shut up! Don't say nothing.
Okay.
I'll get in trouble.
So yeah, that if you see 2023 is gonna be the rest of this year and also 2023 is gonna be big.
Well.
It's gonna be big, yeah.
We're getting a ghost trap.
We've got a lot of stuff
coming. So next year I think you'll have to see, because we've got a lot of stuff coming next year, but we're gonna have to slow down for Christmas now.
Yeah, and my biggest figure I would like is the Venom 2 Let There Be Carnage Hot Toys figure. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Probably
that's been delayed.
that has been delayed.
Again.
I reckon that figure is almost as big chap and also wider.
It's probably bigger than Big Chap, actually.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. Anyway, comment down below your order, and also comment down below any more requests. Because we could do, I don't know, Nate versus that master of else. It's called Tar Zombie.
Return of the Living, that's not Tar Zombie.
Oh, okay, Return of the Living Dead, Zombie, and also Nate. We could do that. Just comment down below some ideas. If you
Party Time Skull, that one is.
I love that. I've done a review on most of the stuff here. So anyway, hopefully we'll see you guys next. Make sure you subscribe and check out some of our walkabouts and Halloween. We've done 3. And yeah, so hopefully we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.